me.
It's all for you, Sayori. That's all that mattered to me.
I remember coming here with you a long time ago. We would run around the cherry trees and chase each other, but you were so fast, right?
Yeah, I was a fast runner before. You couldn't keep up with me.
Yeah. And if I get hurt or trip over, I would start crying over, and you'd come over to me and try to comfort me.
Crying over it? You'd start crying. No need so. Yeah, I remember that. Man, this music's like hitting a crescendo here. I was so afraid that everything would be my fault. I tried comforting you because I was scared what would happen.
You're a sweetheart, Hallie, and you haven't changed one bit.
Yeah, you too. We continued to walk around, talking, making jokes, reminiscing about past events we both went through. The entire afternoon we did that, until it was getting dark. We quickly went back home and called it a day. But I didn't forget what she was still going through, so I'll have to change the plans. Hold on. I'll have to change the plans? I'll make a change of plans? It doesn't work how you phrase it.
Well, it's been a nice day out with you, Holly. But I have to go home now.
Sayori, wait.
Hmm?
Remember when we would have sleepovers before?
Yeah, why?
Well, oh god, I'm going to do this. But it's for her sake. How about we have a good old-fashioned sleepover at my place tonight?
But it's a school night.
I know, but it's okay.
And besides, you have to ask my parents first about that.
I already did.
You did what?
Sayori is lost for words now. She's totally surprised at what I just told her.
You're joking, are you?
Maybe aren't you? You don't believe me? You can go ahead and call them. Sayori begins to call her parents. A minute passes and they started talking. She asks them if I already asked them out for her to sleep over at my place. She's surprised that they already agreed. Heck, she even got mad at them. But in the end, it all went down with, I love you and goodbye eventually. Well?
Alright, but let me get some of my things back at home first, alright.
Oh, take your time. I'll wait for you here.
Okay.
Sayori goes in her house, and 10 minutes later, she goes out with some of her stuff already in tow for tomorrow.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Let's go in. We quickly went in because the chill was starting to get worse. I really get why she's mad about this. We went in and I went straight for the kitchen. She, on the other hand, stayed in the living room. I decided to prepare dinner with her as well. I know she likes instant ramen too, but for some reason I didn't pick that out and decided with cooking something instead. Alright, hold on. I didn't pick that out and decided to cook something instead. Fried rice and chicken dumplings. Those thoughts went outside my head, and before I even know it, I was already making it for the both of us. Well, some of the things they say in this, man. Those thoughts went outside my head. I don't even have a recommendation for what to replace that with. It's just not something people say in English. After a solid 20 minutes of cooking, I already finished the meals and called Sayori for dinner. Sayori?
Yeah?
Come on, let's eat.
Coming.
Sayori followed me to the kitchen, but as she came closer, her mood changed from being a little mad from a while ago to surprised.
What's the smell, Hallie? Is that fried rice and chicken dumplings?
Why, yes it is. I don't want to ask her why she was so grumpy a while ago, so I'll just drop it until she's okay enough to talk about it. I'm hoping they actually explain it.
Sorry about that. I was a little excited about you cooking for me.
Don't worry, it's still you after all these years. What about we start eating now before the food gets cold, alright?
Okay.
We began eating together, while talking about things that we remembered during we were kids. Remembered from when we were kids? How about that? We had a great time together. The more I talked with Sayori, the more moments I didn't cherish with her were being filled. What? The more I talked with Sayori, the more moments I didn't cherish with her were being filled? I don't even know what he's trying to say. In front of me, my childhood friend, happy with me. My heart beats with strong intensity. I promise to keep you happy forever, Sayori. After eating, we cleaned up the kitchen afterwards and prepared all our stuff for school. Of course, Sayori was still being a little childish and decided to play along while we were all still cleaning up. Childish but fun. Fun. I'm glad we get to see any of these things happen instead of just being told about it. That was sarcasm. After preparing our things, we went up to my bedroom. No, we went up my bedroom, grabbed a towel for her, and grabbed another towel for myself. Wait, what? Aren't you going to take turns?
Hallie,
Yeah?
can I talk to you about something?
Sure, what is it?
There's always something going in my mind lately.
Eh? What is it?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings.
You didn't do that.
If I didn't make that stupid mistake. Then you wouldn't have the time to spend it with me at all. You wouldn't have done all this for me. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you do things for me today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? This isn't like you now. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Allie. But you're wrong. Nothing happens to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Allie? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me.
It all makes sense now. Her all-day happy mood. The way she talks about making everyone happy, neglecting her own self. The makeshift news. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her?
But don't worry, Holly. It's all in the past now. Thanks to you. I feel like something great is coming for me. Because of what you did for me today. I feel this was all meant to happen for us.
Eh? What do you mean by that?
You caring this much. You being different in a whole different ways.
Well, if it's a whole different, it will be singular way. If you drop the a, and it could be whole different ways.
Outside from your usual self. I see clearly now. I've never felt so happy my entire life. And it's all because of you, Hallie.
Sayori, it's what I wanted for you. Your happiness is all that mattered to me.
Silly, you used my line again.
Yeah, what can I do? It suits you perfectly. In all my life, I've never seen this side of Sayori before. A depressing side hidden through her happy life. Why was I so blind from the start of this? If I hadn't known this was happening... that is the case. If you had known this was happening... God knows what would have happened if I found out about it too late.
Well, it's starting to get late.
Yeah, but go take a quick shower first. You can use my parents' shower in the next room.
Alright, but no peeking.
Haha, don't worry, I won't. Sayori goes to the next room and takes a shower. I do the same thing in my room and take a quick shower. After changing to my pajamas, Sayori arrives. Yeah, whatever.
I'm back.
Alright, you sleep on the bed. I'll get a mat and sleep on the floor instead. I take the bed mat inside my closet that I used when me and my parents have campouts before. Alright, hold on. I take the bed mat inside from out of my closet that I used when me and my parents had campouts before. There you go. Also, campouts can be one word.
You're not going to sleep with me on your bed.
Hold on. Wait, what? Sayori, we are not sleeping together in the same bed. It feels weird.
It does, actually. But, can you at least sleep with me together on the bed?
Alright. Fine.
Yay!
It feels weird, but we're doing it anyway. Sayori opens the bed sheet and signals me to sleep with her on the bed. In my mind, I keep objecting to doing this, but in the end, I kind of surrendered to this and just gave in to Sayori's request. Good night, Sayori.
Good night.
We eventually slept the entire night. It was a quiet night. How would you know? Well, except for my phone ruining the moment. I went out of bed quietly to avoid Sayori from waking up. To avoid waking up Sayori. She's like an angel when she's sleeping soundly. I just hope she never becomes one. My phone rings on my desk and I quickly answer it. It's from an unknown number. I answered the call and I could hear another voice from the other end. Hello? Yes, it's me. What about them? You're kidding, right? It has to be a joke. What happened? Yeah! I quickly slapped my own mouth and turned around to Sayori, who was still sleeping. I quickly opened the door and went to the living room. Quickly. I continued talking with the person on the other end of the phone. Turns out, she's my mother's cousin who is also with them overseas. What? Why? What happened to them? Fire? What? I can't believe it. Her words completely destroyed me. My parents died in a car crash while going home from work. Mom's cousin was with them, and she was the only one that survived in the actual car accident. I don't believe it. My parents... It feels like my whole world came crashing down after I was devastated. She was going to be in contact with me soon, so I'll have to be updated on more news soon. I guess... She was going to be in contact... She was going to get in touch again soon. So I'll be updated on more news. Sure, whatever. But today's news was already enough for me. My parents' death was already enough. This has got to be a nightmare. Yeah, what? It has to be. Ah! I screamed out suddenly and threw my phone at the sofa. I regret screaming because Sayori came down running towards me.
Howie! What happened?
Feeling broken already, I embraced her out of severe sadness.
Howie, what's wrong?
I'm racked with grief.
Howie, what's going on? Why are you sad? Howie?
I couldn't bring to tell her what happened to my parents. She would be devastated. She's already going through things already. And I don't want to tell her about it now. It's just... I couldn't bring to tell her any excuses as well. Bring myself to tell her. I'm stuck in a trap.
Howie, it's fine if you don't tell me now. Take your time first. You have all the time in the world. I'll be upstairs waiting for you.
She starts to walk back to the room, but I immediately grab her hand and pull her back into a hug.
Huh?
And before I even know it, I couldn't bear. It's BEAR. Why does no one know this? To even keep all the shenanigans anymore. Also, don't describe this as shenanigans. My god, this is far too serious. My parents...
What about Howie?
They're gone. As soon as Sayori heard all what I could tell her, she immediately embraces me as well. I could feel the tears running down her cheeks towards my back.
Are you serious, Howie? They're gone.
All my ability to talk had escaped my body. I was broken down into nothing now. Everything to me was devastated. I couldn't bring myself to recover from the situation for a long time.
Let's go back to your room, Howie.
Sayori carefully helped me get back to my room, and we stayed there for the remainder of the night. I still kept crying over the loss of my parents. Sayori, on the other hand, kept me company the entire night. With loss. Not with a T. She hugged me while I was sitting on the bed. I wouldn't move, I wouldn't speak. I was like a statue sitting in the bed. What felt like hours of me crying eventually ended up with me sleeping back in bed, tears still in my eyes. Sayori followed as well. She slept on the other side of the bed, but she was still comforting me until we both fell asleep again. How the hell? What the hell, man? Yeah, I don't have an actual explanation to this one. His parents died again? Yeah, thanks for clarifying that to us, Captain Obvious. How did this even happen? He didn't even see dead Hallie's memories of his parents dying in that car crash. Well, at least he won't be a bit devastated compared to what we originally saw first. So, are we not going to question the fact that this still happened even with the nightmare not happening? Yeah, about that. If there's no connection between the nightmare and this, then it's not exactly a premonition. It's more of an intended thing. So what are we going to do about this then? Let's see what happens in the next few days. If I recall right, he'll try to kill himself again tomorrow. Wait, again? Oh, well, no, I guess they mean in the previous timeline it would have happened. Or whatever timeline this same development occurred on, it's going to happen again is what they're predicting. And Monica thinks it's all his fault for screwing things up again. Ah, yeah, that. Glad we're, like, privy to all this, and it's not just vague and mysterious. I slowly wake up from last night. Sayori is still beside me. No S. She's still hugging me from last night. Last night. Was everything a bad dream? I check my phone around. Nowhere. If it's still downstairs, then it means everything wasn't a bad dream. I slowly nudged Sayori off me, stood up, and went downstairs. I checked to see where I threw my phone last night. I found it by the corner of the seat. Glad the thing was still in one piece. It still doesn't change the fact that my parents are gone. Everything that happened last night was all true. There's no turning back time. I'm all alone now. Sayori's the family that I have left now. My mind begins to get darker thoughts. What if I haven't found out about Sayori's depression? What if I hadn't? What if she committed suicide? Will I still be the same when she died after my parents? A tear goes down my cheek. Why is all of these happening to me? What would be all of this? Just drop the E's. I must have the courage to lighten up a bit.